Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to six, and the general manager of Dan Cummins Chevrolet Buick in Paris, Kentucky, the second largest used car franchise dealer in the United States of America. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Whoa, man, I have some incredibly exciting stuff for you today. Like, it is I love today's episode. That's what's so cool about Hashtag Rise and Grind. I write these episodes every single morning. I don't write the episode ahead of time. I don't know what we're going to talk about until God puts it on my heart to talk with you. And today's episode is so stinking cool. I had no idea it came out of left field, but I'm gonna love today's episode. I already love today's episode. I haven't even delivered it yet, but you're going to love today's episode. Today's episode is going to be powerful. We've got exciting things today. Today is Tuesday, September 25th. 2018. Can you believe that? It is Tuesday, September 25th, 2018. First and last time it'll ever be Tuesday, September 25th, 2018. So we've got to make the very most of today, right? We got to attack today and make the most of today. But check it out, man. We're heading into the fourth quarter. We're heading into the last 3 months of the year. You got Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. They're right around the corner, and I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. Yesterday was quite the rainy day here in Kentucky. Got my Kentucky shirt on today. Yesterday was quite the rainy day here in Kentucky. We're expecting some more rain through today. So as you're getting prepared today, I don't know where you're at. Hopefully you don't have rain, but if you do, let's make sure we got to get those umbrellas out because we got to make sure that we keep ourselves dry and happy and excited and don't let this rain get us down. Look, I've been noticing some crazy things just in the media lately, some negativity, some things like that I see. I don't really watch any news or anything like that, but I know that they tend to focus on these certain areas. They tend to focus on these negative things and the division and stuff that's going on across America. And this morning, we're going to go a different route because my good friend, John Weiss, he mentioned these words on Sunday, which completely 100% resonated with me. I know they resonated with Gail, too, because Gail had actually made a post yesterday. But here was what he said. He said, and I quote, "The world doesn't need more experts. The world needs more examples." Powerful words, right? The world doesn't need more experts. The world needs more examples. And when he put these words up on the boards, I snapped a picture. Actually, I meant to put the picture in here. Maybe I'll grab it here in a minute. But when he put the words up on the board, it really struck a chord with me. It struck a chord with me, and I'm hoping today it will strike a chord with you because it's such a true statement, isn't it? Isn't it such a true statement? The world doesn't need more experts, right? We've got experts all over the place. We've got celebrities all over the place. You have all these people, these famous people. And the world doesn't need any more of those. We've got those. But what the world needs more of is examples. I'm going to dive into a couple examples of what this looks like to me and in my life. I'm going to dive into a couple examples today. We're going to pop some people in here that didn't even know that we're going to pop in here, and it's going to be incredible as we recognize some of them and learn some great stuff. But first, before we do all that, y'all know what we got to do. Before we do all that, let's dance, man. Let's get it going up in here. That's what I'm talking about. I hope you're feeling what I'm feeling because I'm feeling amazing. I'm feeling amazing on a Tuesday morning. I am ready to rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? We got some good music. For those of you that don't know and for those of you that do, this is the part of the show where we're just going to dance a little bit. We're going to dance a little bit in our chair. We're going to get the energy flowing. We're going to get our bodies in motion, right? We're going to get rolling. This is also the part of the show where you're going to hit that share button. You got to hit that share button because I believe that if we can help people change the way they start their day, we can make a massive impact on this planet. Like a massive impact on this planet, right? So I need you to hit that share button, because sometimes that's all it takes. You throw this into somebody's feed, it changes the way they start their day, and you can make an impact on this planet. Share, show you care. Check it out. We're also gonna do some ticket giveaways this way for Hustle and Grind Con. So make sure you hit that share button, because I'm gonna be giving tickets away to those that shared. Hey, check it out, man. Make sure you say good morning to me. I'm gonna say good morning to you. And if you're watching on replay right now, make sure to say good morning, man. It's really important. I need you to say good morning. Good morning, Gil Beecraft. How are you? Good morning, Carrie Osborne and Mr. Aaron Jones. Jones, weren't you supposed to be at my house yesterday? I need you, homie. Good morning, Sterling Leach. Good morning, Mike Brockway. Good morning, Archie and Don Sankey. What's up, Eddie Gilbert? What's up, Elizabeth Tincher? Vicky Everett's in the house. Jeffrey Lee Parton. My man, Josh. Oh! What's up? Scott Simons is up in here. I got AJ Anderson in the house. Jeff Baker. Beth Workman. We got, who else is up in here? Matt Blackwell. And I already said your name. Tim Duff. And Gilbert's up in here. Gary Reed's up in here. Amid Adil is up in here. Laura Berman. Hi, Laura Berman. I can't wait to see you. You're one of my favorite people on the whole planet. So I really can't wait. Tom Russell's up in here. Janelle Griego's up in here. Derek McClay's up in here. That's what I'm talking about. Packed house on a Tuesday morning. Elizabeth Jarvis just hopped in. Terry Bell just hopped in. All right, cool. You guys feeling it? I'm feeling it. Oh, we got 64 people up in here. I love it. Woo, if you haven't hit that share button, hit it, man. Let's go. Let's get this thing up to 100 people, because we have a powerful episode for you today. Seriously, powerful. So my friend said the other day, the world doesn't need more experts. The world needs more examples, right? The world doesn't need more experts. The world needs more examples. Listen, guys, I got to tell you something. I got the pleasure of spending some time with Miss Liza Myers-Borges. I got to spend some time with her. I guess it was about a month ago. I got to spend some time with her and a guy named Scott Simons. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this guy. I'm just kidding. I know if you're in this group, you've heard of this guy. But Miss Liza and Mr. Scott Simons, they own and run and operate Valley Auto Group, man. Valley Auto Group. And they're just incredible people. Like, when I got to spend some time with Liza, like, the only words I could use to describe Liza are she's incredibly polite and incredibly, like, classy, okay? She's like classy, right? That's one of the only words I could use to describe her. If I only had one word, that would be the word that I would use. She was just incredibly classy, and she's super intelligent, like an incredibly intelligent human being, right? And always engaged. That's one of the things I loved most about Liza, is when you were having a conversation with her, she was engaged. She clearly made you feel like she was enthralled with the words that you were saying, that she felt like you could add value into her life, and at the same time, she would add value into yours, right? Just an incredible person to be around. Now Scott Simons also is an incredibly forward-thinking human being, right? I love being around Scott. I was actually on the phone with Scott yesterday for like 45 minutes, because he's just an incredible forward-thinking human being with a huge heart, man. Like, this guy, Scott Simons, he just has a massive heart and a massive love for his people and the people that work for them. They both do. They both love them on a crazy level. And this guy Scott, he's got this relentless work ethic, right? He's up in the morning, he's hitting the burpees, and he's doing his CrossFit, and his schedule is intense, right? His schedule's from like 4:30 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night. He's coaching football. He's doing all kinds of stuff, right? And these two together, they lead a great group, Valley Auto Group. And Valley Auto Group has a bunch of incredible employees. I can't wait to meet meet more of them. I see them in here. My man Ray's always up in here, and Tamara, and they just have some great people over there at Valley. And see, the last, I guess it was just last week, they went through and they promoted within. They promoted 5 different team members within their team, promoted them to higher levels, to GMs and directors, as far as their service director. They went through and did all these promotions. And what's really neat about their store and their group is their employees actually own a portion of their company, like literally like kind of like stock sharing, like the Green Bay Packers type thing, where their employees actually own a portion of their company, which of course leads to more buy-in, right? Like they have a vested example. Or a vested interest, so they have more buy-in, right? And I've noticed the last couple of weeks, I don't know if they've seen it, or I know they've seen it, but I don't know if they realize the impact that it's having. But I've noticed the last couple of weeks, they've been posting like some videos where they're like feeding the team, catered breakfast, and just different videos where they're doing fun stuff with their staff, fun stuff with their community, and they're truly leading by example. And we see all of that stuff, which is super, super cool. But did you know this? Did you know that after Scott Simons, who helps run this massive group with this amazing woman, Liza, after a hard day's work, after he gets up and he does his CrossFit, and then he goes out there and he works all day, and he's there for his people. He's got his door open, and he's there he's there to console them. He's there to educate them. He's there to train them, as he does all that all day long. Then when he gets off work, he goes and he coaches football, right? He coaches a football team, and then guess what he does after he coaches football? He takes these kids and he drives them home, man. He gives these kids rides home and spends more time with them off the field, because his goal and his intention is not just to make them better football players. His goal and his intentions are to make them better people. So he spends time with them off the field. He spends time with them off the field, connecting with them on another level, trying to make an impact on their lives. And then he gets home at like 10 o'clock at night. And then he wakes up the next day and he does it all over again. The world doesn't need more experts, man. The world needs more examples. What an incredible example these two human beings are. It's amazing how they pour their hearts out for their people and the ripple effect that has. I'm going to talk to you about another guy, man. This guy right here, his name's Josh Cummins, right? Josh Cummins leads our team at Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick here in Paris, Kentucky. Okay, he is always working. And when I say always working, I mean always working. His door's open in his office. You can walk in anytime you want to. And when you walk in, guess what? He's working. That's what he's doing. He's always working. He's relentless. He's creating. He cares deeply about our company. He cares deeply about the people in it. This guy right here has built an empire. I mean, he's built this massive company. They took it from 120 cars a month to now we're selling 1,000 cars a month. And this is a picture of him with his beautiful son, his beautiful twin, who's an absolute genius, right? And his son is constantly watching all of the things that he's doing, right? All of the things that he's doing. And so Josh takes the place, helps take it from 120 to 1,000 cars. But did you also know, like, I can tell you all the accolades about Josh Cummins. I can tell you about all the different things that he does, all the things that he does for the community, all the things that he does for his family. But did you know that one day a week, Josh Cummins, late at night, I think it's at midnight, one day a week, Josh Cummins goes to his church and he prays. He goes to his church and he prays for an hour in the middle of the night to keep a prayer chain going for his Catholic church. He's in there. And that, to me, is the most powerful thing, that this man, this millionaire, right? He's a millionaire. He owns this great company. He's doing big things. But he takes time every single week. He takes time to go out at an inconvenient time. Who wants to do the midnight session? He takes time at 12 o'clock to go to his church and pray for others for an hour every night. Did you know that? I bet you didn't. But guess what? The world needs more examples. The world doesn't need any more experts. It needs more examples, and Josh Cummins is an absolute example. Let me show you one more guy. You may recognize him or you may not. My guess is you probably do. This guy right here, his name is Sean Hayes, right? Sean Hayes is all over social media all the time. He's popping up everywhere. You see him posting pictures. You see him posting videos. You see he's got his daily show. He's always doing all kinds of stuff on social. He's running around the dealership. He's closing deals like crazy. He's constantly like reaching out and trying to jump in where he can. He's moving his little chairs around right. He's making sure his chairs are straight there in the showroom. He's doing all kinds of stuff, right? He's constantly out there trying to kind of help out around the dealership in a million different ways. But did you know that Sean Hayes also has put together some new hire groups, right? He's got some new hire groups on Facebook where all of these new hires that have moved to our company, people that have moved from other states, people that are just getting started, what Sean does is he creates these little groups on Facebook where they can all network within it, and he can talk to them and any problems that they're having. Maybe they're having a problem finding a place to rent. Maybe they're having a problem finding a school for their kids. Maybe they're finding a problem finding a church to go with. Maybe they're just lonely and need some community. Sean creates these little Facebook groups behind the scenes so that he can run those. And did you know that Sean takes people out to brunch on Sundays after church? He takes these new team members, people that he just met, people he doesn't really know a whole lot about, people that he spends all week with at work because we work like crazy. But on Sunday, he takes them, he embraces them, he takes them to brunch after church, spends some time with them. He also is constantly messaging, constantly getting phone calls. He's constantly trying to help people all across the country deal with their financial problems, deal with their marital problems, deal with making a change or taking a leap, or deal with their fear. He is constantly doing this. He is doing it all the time, 24/7. The dude's always on. Always on. And you got to think, man, these are people in the auto industry, right? The sleazeball auto industry. But listen, they are not and they are experts. Don't get me wrong. Sean is an expert in his field. He's incredible. Josh is an expert in his field. He's incredible. Liza is an expert in their field. He's incredible. Scott Simons is an expert in his field. He's incredible. Don't get me wrong. But the world doesn't need more of that. The world needs more examples, people. The world needs more examples. Listen, when you begin to live your life as an outward, visible representation of God's love for people, everything around you changes. Do you understand? When you begin to live your life as an outward, visible representation of God's love for people, everything around you changes. Do you understand me? Scott and I were talking yesterday, and Scott's like, dude, I'm not the smartest dude in the room. I'm not the smartest dude in the room. And he's right. And see, he attributes his work ethic to his success. What I attribute to his success is the fact that he leads by example, because he leads with his heart, because he cares. He cares deeply. And that's what shows. Same with Josh, same with Liza, same with Sean. Yes, they all have great work ethic. Yes, they're all intelligent in their own ways. But the thing that makes them shine is that they are an outward, visible representation of God's love for people. They love their people. Are you leading by example? Are you doing that? Are you an example for your kids of the way God loves his people? Are you an example for your employees of the way God loves his people? Are you an example for anybody looking at you on social media, or anybody watching what you do, or the people? Are you an example of God's love for his people when no one's watching? Listen, the universe will literally begin to mold itself around you. Okay? Miraculous things will happen in your life when you start to live your life as an outward, visible representation of God's love for people. Do you understand me? And with that tiny little ripple, Okay, your tiny little ripple, that kind thing that you do, that kind action that you take, that taking the kids home from football practice, or promoting from within and bringing your team along with you, having them have share of stock in your company, or maybe it's going to the church and praying for an hour a night like Josh Cummins does, or maybe it's creating a group for new hires where they can feel safe and they can feel like they're a part of something. That tiny little ripple, it may seem like a tiny little ripple at first, but it becomes a massive, massive wave. That tiny ripple becomes a massive wave. Right now, we're feeling the rains from a hurricane that happened thousands of miles south of us, a week ago? And we're feeling it here in Kentucky right now. What started as a ripple became a massive, massive wave that is now blanketing our state with rain. That's what you can do in your world. That's what you can do in your life. When you lead by example, when you are an outward representation of God's love for people and everything. I need you to be an example today. I need you to touch a heart. I need you to make the effort. I need you to change a life. Just touching someone's heart, making that little bit of effort today. I promise you can change a life, man. And you can start to settle into yours. That's the best part. You can start to settle into yours. Listen, I'm going to share a little story here in just a second, but I've run over on time. So before I start the story, I do want you to know that you are an amazing human being. Do you understand? You are an amazing human being, uniquely made by the God of the universe to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. You're already making some good decisions. You're watching hashtag Rise and Grind. You're a part of the group. You're smiling at people. You're being positive. And I can tell you all those comments and all your posts and all your pictures and all those things that you share in the group, they're making an impact. They're making an impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers. They're making an impact on me. And I, for one, I absolutely love you for it, dude. I do. I absolutely stinking love you. If nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely love you. So keep it up, man. Make sure you hit share on these videos. It makes an impact. Make sure you're interacting in the group and you're making comments and sharing your thoughts and your ideas. It makes an impact. And if you need some gear, like sometimes just wearing your Rise and Grind gear, somebody walks up and it's like, bro, what's up with that Rise and Grind gear? What's that all about? You can tell them all about it. You can make an impact on their life. So if you need some gear, go to GlennLundy.com. This Hustle and Grind conference that we got going on, it's incredible. If you haven't got your tickets yet, go get it at GlennLundy.com. Most importantly, come back here tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. on hashtag Rise and Grind. I'm going to send you guys off with a little story. Have an amazing day today.
One day a young boy asked his father, "What is the value of his life?" Instead of answering, the father told his son to take this rock and go sell it at a market. If anybody asks the price, raise 2 fingers and don't say anything. The boy then went to the market, and a woman asked, "How much is this rock? I want to put it in my garden." The boy didn't say anything and raised up 2 fingers. And the woman said, $2, I'll take it. And the boy went home and told his father, "A woman wants to buy this rock for $2. The father then said, "Son, I want you to take this rock to a museum. If anybody wants to buy it, don't say a word and just put up 2 fingers. The boy then went to the museum, and a man wanted to buy the rock. The boy didn't say a word and put up 2 fingers. And the man said, $200, I'll take it. The boy was shocked and went running home. "Father, a man wants to buy this rock for $200. His father then said, "Son, the last place I want you to take this rock is to a precious stone store. Show it to the owner and don't say a word. And if he asks the price, just put up 2 fingers. The son then went to a precious stone store. He showed the rock to the owner. "Where did you find this stone? It is one of the most rarest stones in the world. I must have it. How much would you sell it for?" The boy put up 2 fingers, and the man said, "I'll take it for $200,000. The boy, not knowing what to say, ran home to his father. "Father, there's a man that wants to buy the rock for $200,000. His father then said, "Son, do you know the value of your life now?" You see, it doesn't matter where you come from, where you were born, the color of your skin, or how much money you were born into. It matters where you decide to place yourself, the people you surround yourself with, and how you choose to carry yourself. You may have lived your whole life thinking that you were a $2 stone. You may have lived your whole life surrounded by people that saw your worth only for $2. But everybody has a diamond inside of them. And we can choose to surround ourselves with people that see our value and see the diamond inside of us. We can choose to put ourselves in a market or put ourselves in a precious stone store. And you can also choose to see the value in other people. You can help other people see the diamond inside of them. Choose the people you surround yourself with wisely. That can make all the difference in your life.
I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. on hashtag Rise and Grind.